Hey, Matt, did you catch the Bloomberg article? It seems the US labeling Canada's move towards to sovereign computing as a trade irritant.
Yeah, Sanjay, I saw it. And my first thought was, wow, that situation escalated in a hurry.
At its core, Canada is just stating they want their compute and data governance by their own legal framework.
Yeah, and the US's response is basically, well, that doesn't work well for us. But isn't that exactly what sovereignty is supposed to be about?
Yeah, it seems like one of those points where they are a collective dawning. We don't actually have a control over the infrastructure we rely on.
Exactly. AI sovereignty is just that epiphany, only it comes with a massive price tag.
Indeed.
And usually, Sanjay, it only gets the green light after an awkward question comes popping up into a meeting.
It does feel like one of those moments where everyone suddenly realizes we might not actually control the system we depend on.
Yeah, exactly. AI sovereignty is just that realization, but with a budget attached.
A very large one.
And usually approved right after someone asks an uncomfortable question in a board meeting.
Organization keeps saying our AI system, and I always hesitate a bit.
Same. It's yours in the sense that, well, you pay the invoice. So control is a separate discussion entirely.
Until it updates.
And suddenly behaves like it had a personality change,
Improved performance.
which is corporate for we also don't fully understand what changed.
Take Canada, strong AI research, globally respected. No argument there.
Oh, yeah. We invent things, publish them.
And then buy them back as an enterprise subscription.
Yeah, at scale with procurement involved, which makes it official.
That's the pattern, Matt.
Yeah, yeah. We export the brain and we import the bill. Now, having said that, there is some movement towards improving AI sovereignty in Canada by evolving policy and some
Yeah.
entrepreneurial technology firms. However, there's no doubt about it, much, much more needs to be done.
Okay, so to illustrate, consider the UK public sector where AI was deployed for healthcare and resource distribution.
Yeah. On paper, look great. Faster decisions, more consistency, less human bias. All the right words, Sanjay.
And technically it worked until someone asked very basic question. Why did this person get this outcome?
Yeah. And the answer was unclear.
Or worse, nobody could explain it in a way that held up.
Which is fine until it's not.
Then more question. Can we override it? Who is accountable? Where is the decision actually coming from?
Sanjay, that's when things get messy.
Because the system wasn't fully owned. Part of it were external, logic weren't transparent, override wasn't straightforward.
So you had a system making high stakes decisions and nobody fully comfortable taking responsibility for them.
That's the sovereignty issue. Not can we build AI? Can we control it when it matters?
Or, Sanjay, are we just renting intelligence and hoping for the best?
And this is why sovereignty suddenly matter in the AI era. Because AI isn't just a tool anymore.
Yes, it's a decision making infrastructure.
Healthcare, benefits, finance, policy, these systems are shaping outcomes.
Quietly and at scale.
So if you do not control them
You don't fully control the decisions.
or the risk,
Yes, or the accountability when something goes sideways.
and here is the tension, full sovereignty, probably not a realistic.
No, everything is global now. Chips, models, talent.
So the real question become what?
What do you need to control?
And what are you okay depending on?
Intentionally, not accidentally.
And honestly, this is where most organizations we talk to get stuck. They have adopted AI, that part's done.
But they haven't really designed controls around it.
Governance, decision right, risk management, escalation, It's all kind of implied.
or deferred.
They know what the system does on a good day
Yeah, they're less sure what happens on a bad one,
or who step in,
or if they even can.
and that's not really a technical gap.
No, and it's not just a design problem either, but it's a lack of robust and adaptive AI governance.
Architecture, accountability, control points,
The unglamorous stuff.
the stuff nobody funds until something breaks. So, sovereignty isn't about owning everything.
No, it's about knowing what you can't afford to lose control of and fixing that before it becomes a headline.
So true.